Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ringside Cinema. I am Money Mike, and if you're watching this, that means John Cena defeated Cody Rhodes in the main event of WrestleMania and broke Ric Flair's record to become a 17-time world champion. Now, in the event that Cody Rhodes retained the championship, there will be another video that goes up as I'm going to be going to Las Vegas, so I am recording this before I leave for WrestleMania week. So I want to have this video go up like immediately, the Raw, like Monday after WrestleMania. So yeah, let's get into it. John Cena won his 17th World Championship. What is next? So one of the key things here for me is similar to Roman Reigns last year. Cody Rhodes goes away. After John Cena defeats Cody Rhodes goes away. He goes away, he takes time off, and we get to have that feeling of, hey, we miss Cody Rhodes. Because Cody has always been there every week. And if you go to shows, you've seen Cody Rhodes doing dark matches. Like he's a SmackDown superstar, but he's doing dark matches after Raw. And so this guy that has been doing the whole entire John Cena schedule like he wanted. So Cody deserves a break. So Cody, he goes off, he goes away. We don't hear anything from him, just like Roman Reigns. So John Cena shows up on the night after WrestleMania. He says, I beat Cody Rhodes, I did what I was going to do, and now you're looking at the last real champion. And obviously, St. Louis, Backlash, there's only one opponent for John Cena in this case. That is Randy Orton. Now, depending on how this goes, you could really shape this up if you really wanted to have Randy Orton be left off the Mania card, which I don't think will happen. But if Randy Orton was somehow left off the Mania card, that just angers Randy Orton even more. That pisses him off. So that the night after WrestleMania, and John Cena's giving this big speech of how he's going to be the last real champion and he's going to take the title with him into retirement, RKO out of nowhere. Randy Orton, pissed off, he's frustrated that he was left off the Mania card, and says that he wants John Cena at Backlash. He is not going to be left off Backlash in his hometown of St. Louis, and says he's going to kick some sense into John Cena at Backlash. So John Cena, Randy Orton for the WWE Championship, but John Cena does win. And after the backlash of Randy Orton and surviving that, we now move on to Money in the Bank, which is rumored to be in Los Angeles on Saturday, June 7th. Now, John Cena is advertised for Saturday night's main event, May 24th. Now, because of the quick turnaround from Backlash to Saturday night's main event to then Money in the Bank a week later, I feel like this is where Saturday night's main event will be a contract signing against his Money in the Bank opponent, that being Seth Rollins. I've seen people say in Fantasy Book, CM Punk, John Cena, Money in the Bank, it makes sense. Trust me, I will get to CM Punk in a bit here. But go back to Elimination Chamber. Seth Rollins hit that stomp on CM Punk, and spoiler alert on my predictions video. But Seth Rollins, I think, will win the match, the triple threat match, in the night one main event. And I think after Randy Orton gets his turn, Seth Rollins, who is going to be riding high after beating CM Punk and Roman Reigns in the main event on night 1 of WrestleMania, Seth is going to go to John Cena and say, John, the only reason you were in the position to win at the Chamber is because I stomped CM Punk's head into the steel floor of the Elimination Chamber. Therefore, I'm the reason that you became the champion. Therefore, I should be the next challenger for you. And yeah, we get some back and forth. Seth Rollins, John Cena, Money in the Bank. I thought about LA Knight here, but I think he's going to be a good candidate for the Money in the Bank contract. So we get John Cena, Seth Rollins, Money in the Bank. John Cena is scheduled for basically the whole month of June. So the next show is rumored to be Night of Champions on Saturday, June 28th. This is apparently a Saudi show. This is going to be the one Saudi show for the year, as I guess that's part of the deal of Saudi getting the 2026 Royal Rumble. And the one thing that I have noticed over the last couple years, there's been one person that has somehow found a way into World Championship matches in Saudi Arabia. And he faced Cody Rhodes last year in Saudi Arabia. And he's also someone that a lot of people said, hey, we want to see John Cena face him, and that is Logan Paul. For whatever reason, I guess the Saudi king, prince, whatever, they want Logan Paul in world championship in world title matches for their shows. So they get their wish. They get John Cena in his retirement tour. So John Cena, Logan Paul, Saudi Arabia, a nice little one-off here. Then we go into the next week. Now John Cena is scheduled for the next scheduled appearance for John Cena after this is July 12th, Saturday night's main event, July 4th. Now, we have not seen Cody Rhodes up to this point. Cody Rhodes has not made his return. I don't want to go full-on booking from Roman's booking last year. So, July 4th. The 4th of July, SmackDown. Similar to Seth Rollins last year when Seth Rollins made his surprise return when nobody was expecting him to come back. We start the show, 4th of July SmackDown. Wrestling has more than one royal family. Cody Rhodes' unannounced return to SmackDown. Cody says he wants his rematch at SummerSlam. And he is granted his rematch. And at Saturday night's main event, 1 week later, July 12th, John Cena, Cody Rhodes signed the contract for SummerSlam. The night 2 main event of SummerSlam is the WrestleMania rematch between John Cena and Cody Rhodes. Now, we get to SummerSlam. John Cena, Cody Rhodes 2. John Cena retained. I think here would be a good way to kind of have a heel maybe cost him the title, who, furious that Cody Rhodes just came back and was granted a title rematch and all this other stuff. So John Cena retains once again. After SummerSlam, John Cena is advertised for Clash in Paris. And honestly, there's only one person that should face John Cena at this show, Clash in Paris. And that is going to be AJ Styles. If you remember Backlash France, the crowd went absolutely insane for AJ Styles. I think, again, you rekindle the feud, the history between John Cena and AJ Styles here. And you have AJ being the babyface in all of this, with that France crowd that is going to be absolutely insane. John Cena, AJ Styles, the main event of Clash in Paris. Now, John Cena does survive at this point to being the champion. Now, we get to, I don't know if they're going to do Bad Blood this year, but I'm going to assume he might not. They might do so. They might hold him off until Survivor Series. So Survivor Series is rumored to be in San Diego, California. So if it is going to be in San Diego, California, then I think we could see John Cena versus Rey Mysterio. Now, look, I know this may not sound exciting, but here's the thing. This harkens back to 2011 when John Cena beat Rey Mysterio for the WWE Championship like an hour after Rey had won it on an episode of Raw. So this kind of full circle moment here. John Cena, Rey Mysterio. John Cena's going to embarrass Rey in front of his family, and maybe at this point Dominic Mysterio is Mr. Money in the Bank if it's not LA Knight. And Dominic attempts to cash in, and that distracts Rey, and then and that allows John Cena to retain the title. And after Survivor Series, after John Cena defeats another fan favorite in Rey Mysterio in his hometown, just like he did Randy Orton at Backlash St. Louis, there's only one PLE left for the year. John Cena's final match. And John Cena is going to leave the WWE with the WWE Championship if he gets through his last opponent. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is where we get this guy right here. CM Punk, John Cena at Sold Out. Now, look, when I was fantasy booking this, I was thinking, what kind of name for PLE could we use? And I thought, you know what? Let's go with the Sold Out name, the old WCW NWO Sold Out pay-per-view name, because John Cena sold his soul to The Rock, so it makes sense. So the final PLE, John Cena, CM Punk, and we get the inverse of everything from Money in the Bank 2011. I told you I was going to get to this part because we need John Cena to be threatening to leave with the championship, just like CM Punk was threatening to leave with the title. And Money in the Bank 2011 was in Chicago, CM Punk's hometown. There is a rumor that there's going to be a PLE called Ruthless Aggression. It's going to be a John Cena themed PLE. So I don't know if he's going to be a heel still by that point, but in my fantasy booking, he will. CM Punk goes into John Cena's hometown looking to prevent John Cena from leaving with the WWE Championship. And CM Punk is successful, and CM Punk dethrones John Cena and once again is the WWE champion. And the reason I go this route is, number one, the Royal Rumble is in Saudi in 2026. So CM Punk cannot and likely will not be in that match at that show because he does not do the Saudi shows. So what's one way to where he's not going to be at the Rumble? He's the WWE champion, and he can just show up on the Raw after the Rumble and do the typical, hey, I know you can challenge me or the other champion, but just so you know, I'm ready to fight you if you choose me. Typical promo, right? So we don't need CM Punk at the Royal Rumble if he's the WWE champion, so this is a workaround for that. Plus, if you really want to build off of what I think they're going to do with CM Punk and Roman Reigns, if CM Punk is the WWE champion at the end of 2025, he is the one who beats John Cena, then maybe Roman Reigns wins the Royal Rumble to challenge CM Punk at WrestleMania 42 in New Orleans for the championship and maybe the custody of Paul Heyman. I don't know. But there's stories there. Then, of course, you can always revisit Seth Rollins and CM Punk, Drew McIntyre. So there's a lot of options there for CM Punk if he is the champion and is the one to beat John Cena. So let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think of my fantasy booking of John Cena for the WWE champion as a heel in his final run? Comment below. And do you think he's going to be a heel the whole time, or is he going to turn babyface at some point? Hey, we'll find out. Maybe he'll be a good guy again by the time we get to December and in his hometown of Boston. I've been your host, Money Mike, and you've been watching Ringside Cinema.